Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. This is your Manchester United Leeds United preview. It's Saturday, 12:30 kick-off at Old Trafford. It's the War of the Roses. It's our opening game of the Premier League season. I'm expecting Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane to make their debuts. Now, the last time Leeds beat us was back in January 2010 in the FA Cup third round. It was a goal from Jermaine Beckford. Leeds won 1-0. We beat Leeds at Old Trafford last season 6-2. McTominay made the difference in that game because he scored twice in the opening first 3 minutes. It was 0-0 at Ellen Road last season. That was a very poor game, but in that game at Ellen Road last season, Calvin Phillips had Bruno Fernandes in his pocket. We beat Leeds in pre-season in the summer of 2019, 4-0. That was in Australia. We're beating them back in the Carling Cup back in 2011, 3-0. Leeds finished 9th last season. They enjoyed a very good season to their standards. Leeds got relegated in 2004, so they was out of the top flight for like 16 years. The season before last, Leeds won the championship. That was their first trophy in 28 years. Leeds' current manager is Marcelo Bielsa. Very good manager, got a good pedigree behind him. Bielsa used to manage in Argentina. A long time ago, Bielsa and Pep Guardiola worked together. Bielsa taught Pep Guardiola, so Pep Guardiola is following Marcelo Bielsa's philosophy at Man City. I do know quite a few of Leeds United's players. Obviously they've got Junior Firpo. They brought him in this summer. They got him in from Barcelona. Firpo has got a knock at the moment. Leeds also brought that goalkeeper in, Christopher Clayson, if I pronounced his name correctly. Patrick Bamford, he's one of Leeds' key players. Leeds have also got Rodrigo. They brought Rodrigo in last year. Rodrigo has not done as well as a lot of Leeds fans expected. If he doesn't do well this season, I think there's a good chance that Leeds will offload him. Leeds got Rodrigo from Valencia. One of Leeds' key players as well is Rafinha. He's very, very good. Man United have been linked with Rafinha before. They brought him in last year. Leeds have also got Llorente. They brought him in last year. He's out with injury at the moment. Calvin Phillips, you know, he's a very, very good midfielder. Jack Harrison, you know, he's quite good. Click, he's a decent player for Leeds. Liam Cooper, don't really rate Liam Cooper. You know, his crossing is absolutely terrible. What?
Can you pop to the spine and get some bread cakes?
Not yet.
Well, dinner's going
Not
on.
yet.
The tea's going on.
Not yet.
Well, when?
Soon.
It's 7:30. We're having burgers and chips, could have some bread cakes.
Yeah.
Go get some.
Yeah, soon. Sorry about that. Anyway. They've also got Ayling, who's also very, very good. They've got Stuart Dallas as well. He's one of their key players. This summer he signed a new 3-year contract with Leeds. Tyler Roberts, he signed a new contract this summer. Poveda, he is a decent player. They've got that Shackleton as well. He's out with injury at the moment. They've got Adam Forshaw. He's out with injury, but he doesn't get in Leeds' team anyway. Leeds recently lost Alioski. Now, Henderson, he's missing the start of the season for us because he's recovering from COVID. Alex Tellez is missing the start of this season because he sustained an ankle injury the other week whilst he was training. Tellez is going to miss the games against Leeds, Southampton and Wolves. Marcus Rashford, he's out until October. Because he's got a shoulder injury. He decided to have surgery on his shoulder. Lingard's out at the moment because he's got COVID. And I think that's it. We had a very good win last weekend against Everton in pre-season. What? Alright, I'll go soon. We had a good win against Everton in pre-season, beating them 4-0. The goals came from Mason Greenwood, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes and Diego Dalot. So reflecting on that win last week against Everton, it gives us confidence going into this game against Leeds. I reckon we should win our first 5 games. We should beat Leeds on Saturday. We should win away at Southampton. We should beat Wolves away, or is it home Wolves? We should beat West Ham, and we also should beat Newcastle. We lost our opening game last season 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Leeds' first game last season was Liverpool, and they just lost that game 4-3. Just want to delve into some news on Raphael Varane. Raphael Varane is not expected to be announced today. The official announcement will be tomorrow. Fabrizio Romano said that Varane has completed his second part of the medical. And he said he's signing his Man United contract. Not so long ago, Varane quarantined in Manchester. Man United and Real Madrid agreed initial fee of £34 million for Varane. It rises up to 43 million with add-ons. Varane has agreed a 4-year contract with Man United. There's an option of a further year. Varane will receive around £250,000 a week at Man United. He is our third signing of this summer transfer window. The other week, Varane said his goodbyes to Real Madrid. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced. And he's got a good pedigree as a player, because he won a lot of trophies at Real Madrid. In the Premier League, he will exceed expectations. At Man United, I'm convinced he'll do what he did in his years with Real Madrid. What a fantastic centre-back partnership that is, Varane and Harry Maguire, because they'll complement each other very well. Varane was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He endured 10 years with them, made 360 appearances in all competitions. His current contract at Real Madrid was due to expire next year. But we went in for Varane back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. We also went in for him back in 2018 because Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move. Solskjaer wants to make one more signing. Who's that player going to be though? Solskjaer's priority is to get a midfielder in. And there's been quite a few midfielders on our agenda. Obviously we've been linked with Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. We've been in for Ruben Neves from Wolves. We've also been linked with Eduardo Camavinga. But stories have come out today saying that we have abandoned our pursuit of 4 players. That's Trippier, Camavinga, Solniguez and Ruben Neves. Solskjaer recently spoke about Man United's transfer plans before deadline. He said, any more signings would be a bonus for Man United as we are into the final 3 weeks of the summer transfer window. Solskjaer has been very pleased with our transfer business this summer. And I think Man United are enjoying a very good summer transfer window because Solskjaer is getting the players he wants to recommend in. So far we have made 3 signings in this summer transfer window. We brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Villa. We brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. Not so long ago, Sancho completed his first training session at Carrington, and we brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid. We've spent almost 120 million in this summer transfer window. And Solskjaer has been backed by our owners, the Glazers, surprisingly. The Glazers have been persuaded to, though, because towards the end of last season, the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League, and reflecting on that, a lot of United fans protested against the Glazers at Old Trafford. Towards the end of last season, Solskjaer revealed that the Glazers apologised. But the Glazers have put Man United in so much debt. They've been at the club for 16 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. And Woodward, he's come out several times before and said that he'll back Solskjaer, and when was enjoying them bad periods under Solskjaer, Woodward assured that Solskjaer's job was safe. Woodward is leaving Man United. He's had a 16-year association with the club. Woodward recently sent Solskjaer a warning saying that he's got to sell some players to get more signings on the board. But this season is absolutely massive for Solskjaer. He is aware of that. You know, Solskjaer has got big expectations to exceed. Solskjaer's ambition for this season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. Solskjaer recently talked up Man United's title hopes. He knows the pressure is on, and he made an admission saying that Man City are the favourites, but he said the title race is open. This season is Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Manchester United manager. He isn't the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. The other week, Solskjaer signed a new contract with the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year. I presume a lot of United fans disagreed with us giving him that new contract because he won't see out this new contract. Ole has been in charge of Manchester United for almost 3 years. Before he was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. And before Molde, he was at Cardiff. His record at Cardiff was terrible. He enjoyed a short tenure with Cardiff. So Ole hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. We adore Solskjaer because he is a club legend. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. And in a way, the reason he's still Man United manager is because he's a club legend. That's what's basically saved his job. Disregarding being a club legend, I don't think he'd have been here now. We appointed Ollie in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. We gave him the job permanently back in March 2019, reflecting how well he did as the interim manager in that 3-month period. A lot of United fans thought we made a mistake giving Solskjaer the job permanently. But there is positives regarding Ole. Solskjaer has more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. He has made good signings as Manchester United manager. In total, he's spent just over £400 million. He's brought 13 players in. In the summer of 2019, Ole brought Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odin Ighalo in on loan. Let Ighalo go in January though. Summer of 2020, which was last summer, Solskjaer brought Edison Cavani in, Donny van der Beek, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo Traore and Facundo Pellistri. We loaned Pellistri out, didn't we? And we loaned him out back in January. Last summer we got 4 of those players on deadline day, and in this summer transfer window so far we brought Tom Eaton in, Sancho and Varane. Ole has also got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. We've loaned quite a few players out, and we've obviously let quite a few players go permanently. So we recently loaned Axel Tuanzebe out to Aston Villa until June 2022. This is Tuanzebe's 3rd loan spell with Aston Villa. Tuanzebe signed a new contract on Man United till June 2023. There's an option of a further year. We loaned Tahith Chon out to Birmingham. We loaned Lingard out last season. He enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham. Like I said, back in January we loaned Tiedemann Mengi out. So there you go. We let Ighalo go in January, like I mentioned. Pellistri went out on loan again. We let Marcus Rojo go. We let Timothy Fosu-Mensah go. Not so long ago, we let Romero go, and we released Joe Pereira as well. Last season we loaned Delo out. We also loaned Andres Pereira out. We let Ashley Young go. Solskjaer let Valencia go. We also got rid of Smalling and Darmian. Also got rid of Herrera, Fellaini. got rid of Sanchez, got rid of Lukaku, let Angel Gomez go as well. So they're a lot of the players we've let go under Ole and loaned out. In Solskjaer's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, he got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, the FA Cup quarter-final, the Europa League final. It was his first major final as Man United manager. Last season, he got us a 2nd place finish, and last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. So there you go. And in general, I've got to turn around and say Solskjaer's done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. You know, he was inheriting a lot of the deadwood. He's still inheriting some of the deadwood now. Solskjaer knew it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. I reckon he's our best manager since Ferguson. Despite me criticising him a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United. And Solskjaer has beaten quite a few big name managers as Manchester United manager. You know, he's beat Pep Guardiola a few times, he's beaten Brendan Rodgers, beaten Tuchel, has he, twice. Beaten Klopp in the FA Cup, but he's not yet beaten him in the league. Beaten Jose Mourinho. He's also beaten Carlo Ancelotti a few times. He's also beaten Julian Nagelsmann once. So there you go. Ole is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. Since Ferguson, we sacked David Moyes, we sacked Louis van Gaal, and we sacked Jose Mourinho. I think in the last 8 years we've spent like £1 billion, is it? Or over £1 billion, and must have brought a good 42, 43 players in now. Obviously, under Moyes, we brought Mata and Fellaini in. Fellaini's no longer here now, but Mata's still here. Under Louis van Gaal, we brought quite a lot of players in. Van Gaal brought players like Schneiderlin in, Sebastian Schweinsteiger, Di Maria, Falcao, Memphis Depay. He brought Rojo, Darmian in, he brought Martial in, did Van Gaal as well. Brought Victor Valdez in. Van Gaal also brought Shaw in, didn't he? Herrera. So they are a lot of the players we brought in under Van Gaal. Quite a lot of players have left though who Louis van Gaal brought in. And Jose Mourinho, he recommended 11 players in to the football club. And obviously Solskjaer has brought 13 players in so far. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson retired. That was the FA Cup under Van Gaal and the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield under Jose Mourinho. But like I've said to you before, we haven't been the same team since Ferguson retired. A lot of United fans predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired. Ferguson enjoyed, what, a 26-27 year tenure at Man United, won 30 odd trophies including 13 Premier League titles. So reflecting on that, Ferguson brought success to the club. But Ferguson didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Earlier on today, I spoke with you about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is set to stay at Manchester United for this season as PSG signed Lionel Messi on a £1 million a week deal. PSG were in for Pogba, but obviously they pulled out of the transfer race for him because they got Messi. It's very likely though that Pogba will leave Man United next summer on a 3 transfer. The Telegraph said the other week that Pogba will start the season with Man United, then he'll make a decision about his future before the 31st of August. Pogba said he's in no hurry to sort out his future, and Solskjaer did reveal not so long ago that I had positive talks with Pogba regarding his future. And the other week, Pogba rejected a new contract at Man United. And Sky Sports said that Pogba can see a long-term future at the club. But yeah, I am expecting to see some departures in this summer transfer window. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.